Hey, welcome back. It's another one. I'm Mizu.
And I am Aria. Hey everybody, how's it going?
It's been an interesting week.
It has been for me too, actually.
Part of me super excited because they've opened up articles of impeachment.
Oh, okay, yeah, we have to talk about
On
that.
impeachment.
Wait, before we get into politics, we know the rule.
Yeah, sure.
We gotta smoke.
I don't even know where the lighter is right now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, this is some real stoner shit right now.
God damn it! Where's the lighter? Why did you leave the lighter in the kitchen? You know... Ugh. You got it? You got it? Okay. Sorry, he's coming. He had to go to the stove.
I'm sorry, I'm a real stoner. Sometimes I do real stoner shit.
Anyway, so about these articles. So with the articles of impeachment, so he's still technically our president right now. It has to go through the Senate.
Which I don't think the Senate is going to actually bump him.
They're not going to.
I feel like they'll take his power, but they won't strip him of office.
I don't think they're going to strip him of office either, but the thing is, right now, the Republicans are going to be losing the Senate in 2020. That's just
that's just reality.
Yeah.
That's just reality. The Republicans are going to lose it because everywhere is voting blue. Everything's shifted to blue. Places that were once heavily Republican controlled and red have switched. It's like Asians have very much dominated recent political elections because they are that forgotten minority who have turned blue, who are voting blue.
Yeah, and that's the thing that, like, is always really interesting when you see this demographic starting to shift now, is that, you know, I think after Trump, we're going to start to see a very different America.
Well, I'm hoping after Trump, we move away from this bland two-party system.
I think we definitely are.
And we definitely need to get rid of the Electoral College.
We definitely need to get rid of that shit.
That is the biggest enemy to democracy is the Electoral College.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I've done research on, like...
But I can't think of anything better other than what the UK does. And that kind of screwed them in the butt because we got Brexit.
I mean, that's the thing that I feel bad for Britain. I feel bad for Scotland. Scotland, I feel the worst for, cause they wanted to stay.
Well, yeah.
They just have to. They're just stuck with England. England's that step sibling that you got stuck with, and you feel bad for it, cause no one wants him.
I don't know. It's weird. Everything that's going on worldwide is kind of just. It's kind of weird and kind of like hanky.
Well, I mean, I think the thing is right now we're at this weird tension in our civilization. I think because technology is in a weird stagnation because of the fact that there's a lot of people can't afford a lot of this high tech stuff that's coming out. Only 1% can get it, and you know, you have this thing of just millennials who are supposed to have a lot of buying power at this point, not having it. So they're trying to, like, get basic necessities, like healthcare and shit. You know, you just have, like, a lot of things kind of going at once, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Things have been so fucking weird in this country since 9/11.
That is true.
It's like, things have been so crazy and just dark and bleak and just I don't know, this country that I was born in, I don't feel like I have the same love for it that I had in the 90s as a kid. I mean, part of that's because I was a kid and it was like I don't have the same love for America. It's like America's not the great country that it once was because of ignorance and bigotry.
Well, and I think that's the one thing that millennials, like, and why depression memes have, like, really taken a rise because, like...
Well, it's not just depression memes. It's like it's our pop stars.
Yeah.
Our pop stars are depressed as fuck.
And they're like, killing themselves and shit like that. You know, I think the thing is, it's just that we're at this point of time where it's like... We were heavily sold on this idea by our boomer parents who reaped the benefits of the previous generation and are reaping the benefits of our generation and everything like that. So it's like, we're at this weird place where they're saying that it worked for us, it'll work for you, but it's not working for us. Well, and it hasn't ever worked for us.
The big issue is, and this is why I'm so in love with Andrew Yang, is that we need universal income. We need a way of upward mobility for the lower classes. It's like, there's no real way to, like, yes, you can work hard and you can try to build yourself up, but a lot of these things cost a lot of money.
Yes.
And financial's a thing holding back a lot of millennials. It's like, imagine if you had an extra $1,000 a year.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have quite...
Fuck it, hell, $1,000 a quarter.
I've quite often said, like, you know, that the economy is the main reason that I can't do shit.
Well, it's like...
And that's the thing, and that's what pisses me off when people are like, oh, our economy is the best it's ever been. It's like, it's not the best for me, fucker!
No, it's not the best for as far as... I mean, Republicans want to yell about trickle-down economics. That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
By the time it gets to the bottom, it's all dried up. It's just dust. It's water vapor. Like,
we just get the little bits.
Trickle-down economics does not work.
It never works. It's basically class warfare.
Yeah, but other than the news of Trump, of Queef, how's your week been?
It's been not bad. The store's been a bit busier now, of course. A lot of people getting a lot of last minute stuff, so that's been really fun, kind of helping people.
Oh yeah, you guys expanded. I saw
that.
Yeah,
we did expand. So if over Thanksgiving weekend we expanded, we took out the store next door, which used to be this old phone store in Uptown.
The old phone store.
It was such a jinky store.
I mean, yeah. I've been there a few hundred times. Especially for the fact that you could just sell phones there for a period.
Yeah, and I remember, like, so many people went there just in general. I went there once before, like, the whole thing happened. Before I moved, I went there once because I needed to get, like, a cheap pair of earbuds. They had this little sale thing, so I just went in and got it. And they're like, yeah, you can sell your phone, too. We'll pay you, like, this much money for it. I'm like, I'm good, thank you, Joe. I was really tempted, Joe. They did give me a decent price for it.
I mean, I wish there was still a store like that, because I have so many old smartphones that don't work or whatever. Like, I've got literally a stack of, like, 5 to 7 phones in there.
Yeah, so we expanded into that, and so we have a lot more toys now on display. We have a lot more fashion for men, which we're really excited about. We're getting a lot more leather in, which we're super excited for. So, I really guys recommend you coming in, and if you do come in, say hi to me, that would be awesome, because I would love to help you pick something out for you and your loved one, something special for you guys to have a present to share for the upcoming holidays.
Yeah, that's dope. I actually did go into the Von Desk the other day, and they got some new kilts. And they got one that's exactly like the one that I got, and I was like, I kind of want it. I don't know. Part of my thing has always been, it's like, not quite dressed like a cartoon character where I wear the same thing every day, but similar, where it's like...
You just have a lot of...
It's jeans and a t-shirt on most those days, or jeans and a hoodie most days.
I mean, that's what I do.
It's yeah, I just like to keep it basic, and like cartoon characters that actually like switch outfits. But nah, my week's been okay. It's like,
yeah, you've been good.
It's been good. It's been busy, but not the same kind of busy. It's like, it's mostly like I'm always fucking busy, but it's been just I've been around here busy. And Tuesday was a great day because I did nothing. I did nothing on Tuesday. It's like
that was my yesterday. Kind of just said fuck it.
it's like I mean, it's like Monday is like I'm supposed to have family therapy, but for whatever reason it was canceled. Cool. I'm not even gonna bother rescheduling because there's another Monday. It's like I mean I enjoy when it's like that, where I can be like, yeah, no, but I've been busy. It's like my group thing has been going good. It's like
that went well yesterday.
Yeah, so there's 3 Alexes now.
Oh.
There's a lovely, super cool lesbian Alex.
Nice.
Then there's this. I don't want to put any labels, but there's this other Alex. Real name's Alexi. He's super dope. Just a really cool, chill person. Yeah, I invited him and another dude. It's like, I don't know, there's 2 Hispanics. So that's Alexi, and then Darian, and they're just, we hung out one time outside a group, and it was cool. But yeah, they gave me a ride home. The other Alex gave me some strawberry soda. But yeah, no, I'm trying to get them on the podcast as guests.
Yeah, I wanna meet them.
Yeah, especially because other Alex,
this is gonna get confusing for the interview.
Had cancer. Well, I'm Mizu. I'm
Yes,
Mizu.
you're Mizu.
I'm Mizu Alex. So yeah, but I don't know. Things have been interesting. It's been fun. Marijuana news is getting interesting because reform is happening.
Yeah, it's interesting, that is for sure. And I do think it's gonna happen soon. Now, will it necessarily happen under Trump? Probably not.
No. I mean, that was one of the things I was kind of hoping, is that Trump will see the money in it and will legalize it, or at least remove it from being a Schedule 1.
But he hates people of color a lot, so he doesn't want to grant them that satisfaction.
Yeah, true.
So, like, that's the thing with Trump. Like, I think he does see the money in it, but then he also sees that...
But again, back to the upward mobility.
Yeah.
Is legalizing it would guarantee so many black and brown people a way to do this shit legally and profitable.
I know, and that's why he doesn't want it to happen. Like, this is why at times, like, and this is what always irritates me, and why we have to have the legalization of weed as part of reparation talks for the African American community in general in America, because it's like, it's gonna have to be something, because of the fact we targeted this group so heavily with it. We have to find a way to make sure that they benefit a lot from the legalization. Yeah. Not necessarily like saying that like only brown and black people can sell it, but just something that where they can have like the advantage.
First access, but one of the things that legalized marijuana now has been fighting for is just independent people, just individual grow rights. Yeah. Like, that's what we really, really, really need, is just like something similar to Oregon, where it's like you can have 6 plants. Something like Colorado. You can have, I think, 4? Colorado's like, I think you got 4 mature plants.
And then like 4 immature, yeah. So you can have like a total of 8
for adults.
Yeah.
It's something really nice, but we need something like...
It'd be nice if it would just be like 6 plants. If heck, even like 8 plants for every person. Like, every person can grow 8 plants. Like, that would be good. Yeah. Because then,
that would be extremely liberal, and no adult really needs 8 plants.
Oh, but it would be so cool.
I mean, 8 plants will keep a constant harvest, but really for that, you need 4 to 6, 4 to 8. You don't need that many plants, because, like, I've seen tiny little hydro grows and fish tanks produce, like, 2 pounds of flowers, like 3 pounds of flowers, like, off just some tiny shit. So, you don't really need a whole lot for an individual person.
Well, that's true, but I mean, just the fact that like you could.
But homegrown, being able to home grow.
Because you could do a lot with the whole plant in general, not just the flower.
Well, yeah, the thing is, a lot of people waste the leaves.
Exactly.
The leaves should be sold in grocery stores as fresh greens. They are so full of vital nutrients.
Well, yeah, and they don't taste that bad in a salad. I've actually had they called it a CBD salad, and it was like big old pot leaves.
Yeah.
Mixed in with the spinach and stuff, and it tasted very similar to like weed, you know, as you eat it.
Well, yeah, the greens are super good. I had some, someone made collard greens.
Oh, yeah?
Made collard greens, and they went old school with it, because they had dandelion leaves, had cannabis leaves, I think there was like, cannabis and industrial hemp leaves. So there was just all this like marijuana and just soul food cooking in the greens, and it was just super good. Some of the best collard greens I ever had, and it wasn't made by midget.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's gonna happen once Trump is out of office. I think once Trump is out of office and we get the new Senate in and we have a majority Democratic House and legislature.
I mean, it could.
And the thing is, during that time, I mean, the main thing that's interesting that some people haven't really noticed is that Trump and a lot of those guys, you know, they actually had a lot in charge of our reforms when it came to being arrested. And they actually changed the amount of years and like minimum whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
Minimum requirement sentences.
Yeah, minimum requirement sentence reduced and such.
Yeah, things have been getting better, and it's not because of Trump.
It's not because of Trump.
It's not because of Trump, but a few brothers did get out of prison because of Kim Kardashian's celebrity. That said, I'm sorry it had to cost Kanye and him cooning.
Kanye. That's just all I have to say. Like,
I miss the old Kanye.
I don't know. Like, I was never really a big fan of his to begin with, so I can't really say. But when he acted that way in the White House and such, I just being someone who has mental health issues and stuff like that, I just really wanted to slap that cameraman and the producers and just be like, you are obviously taking advantage of a very sick man.
Yes, and so this is why I once upon a time did love Kanye, because he made it. Remember that polo that I wore to Thanksgiving lunch with your parents?
Yeah.
Kanye made it cool for black people to wear polos.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely made it cool to be like smart, intelligent, and
be proud of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kanye did so much for black youths.
I know that, and that's great.
And that's why it's just so sad and such a tragedy that he was...
Exactly, so that's why I got so mad at the people just...
I shouldn't say cooning, he was more buffooning, but yeah.
I just felt really bad for him. Like, I just literally am just kind of like, I really hope he gets help, and it just really sucks that there's a camera taking all of this. Like, that's the main thing. It's like, it would
have
really
been something
sucks.
Different. This was behind closed doors.
Exactly. It's just, but seeing it, you know, I just, yeah.
Messenger. But yeah, so, I don't even know. So, we're moving on to the GOP. Like, GOP Congressman knocks his party for failing to pass marijuana reform.
Yeah, the for fail. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you sent me that.
Yeah.
And that's he is right. Like
it's
they would have won the next presidency if the Republicans did that. That's what's so funny with Republicans. They're all idiots.
Well, yes, they're idiots, but this shit's just dumb. It's like fucking Republicans from Kentucky. I don't know what to say. It's just, I can't believe this shit has been so many years. It's like people have been saying since the fucking 70s, before we were alive, this is gonna be legal, this should be legal.
Yeah.
And it's just dumb.
My parents thought, like, when Colorado made it medicinally legal in 2000, my mom like even said like, oh, I guess maybe it will become legal sooner than I thought. Like, well, even she's been a bit.
I really thought when Colorado did it, because Colorado added to Oregon, California, Washington.
Yeah.
It was like, those are the big ones. And then Vegas. And then when Vegas did it, and then shortly after Vegas, Canada, a whole country.
Yeah.
I was like...
And it really sucks because Canada could have taken advantage of that so hugely.
Well, no, but Canada legalizing it puts pressure on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because a lot of the U.S. territories have decriminalized it or legalized it.
Well, and not only that, like, a lot of people really don't realize at times, like, how thriving pot culture is in America.
Well, no, it's...
like, in general.
Well, people are starting to see it because Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart are best friends.
Exactly!
It's like, in 2019, who would imagine... It's like, let's go back to 1993.
You would have never thought those two
you
would
have never imagined.
You would have thought they would have never met.
Oh my god, you go back to any period in the 90s. Snoop Dogg when he was with Death Row, when he was with No Limit Records.
Martha Stewart as she was like going up the ladder, getting all of these deals, very much
book deals, TV shows,
America's Housewife,
1 hour special, like
she had a TV show every week, like in the evening during like prime time at times. She
for real. She had a syndicated TV show in the afternoons, but there was from time to time there would be primetime specials.
Yeah, that she would hold, and she would like.
And sometimes it'd be on a Friday night, sometimes it'd be on a Monday night, but they'd be primetime specials, and they'd get millions of views.
Exactly, she was huge.
She was the domestic queen pin.
Yes,
I say queen pin because she had her magazine, she had her line of pantry or of cookware, linens. Like, she had everything.
She had a store for a little bit, and like it would be these pop-up stores. So like at the Mall of America, they would be like the Martha Stewart.
I don't even know all that.
Yeah, they would be like my mom. I know this because my mom was really into her.
Like, she was really fucking big, and then she went away to prison for insider trading.
Yes.
On the other hand, you had Snoop Dogg, gangster rapper, it was like very close. Was right there before Tupac.
Yes.
Was as big as Tupac was, if not bigger.
And he's like coming up, and he almost gets served jail time. Doesn't he get jail time?
Yes. There was a murder. Was the case? He had a whole trial and hearing and shit. You know, some shit fell out. Some money wasn't right. There were some threats with some gang shit over there because he was a Crip, and Suge Knight was on running Death Row Records, was a blood, and didn't really like Snoop at first, but he saw the talent and money.
Yeah. And
he put that gangbang shit aside for a little bit. But he was like, Suge's unstable. He went over to No Limit Records with Master P. Was there for a while.
And yeah, then they ended up meeting.
But that was after he was with Dre. But they had all this fucking... They both had these crazy parallels. Like, she went to prison. Like, he almost went to prison. He did jail time. He smokes weed, and it was just something about it. Like, she saw the money and the culinary art of weed and baking and edibles. Well, and they just came together somehow.
Well, not only that, like she when she was in prison, because she was in a low-level prison for low-level offenders, because all she did was insider trading.
Well, yeah, it was the prison that it was basically Litchfield from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, and so she talked to women who were arrested for low-level drug crimes and that were non-violent, and like she realized that A, weed is fun, and B, that there is opportunity with it. Plus it's like it's really unfair that you have a subset of women that are targeted because
that's the thing. It's like most women behind bars are either there for low-level non-violent offenses, non-violent drug-related offenses. Their man left them holding a package or something.
Yeah.
Like, left them on stuck. But usually they're, like, doing this to provide for their families, provide for themselves. It's like, there's a lot of, just so many people, like, who are just locked up. And that's the thing that's crazy about Orange is the New Black is, like, all those women in that show, as interesting, as funny as they are, no, those are based off of real women.
Yeah.
Those are real women who are locked up for petty bullshit.
Yeah, for bullshit that for something, you know, they didn't even really have control, really. It's because they had some guy just be a douche to them that they're stuck there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but at the same time, like, but then I remember when I first heard that Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart were, like, the best of friends, was, I guess he did some sort of internet special with her, where, like, they were gonna show people how to make magic brownies, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Snoop Dogg has a talk show on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's probably on some other website first, and he had her on it, and yeah. Where is that shot glass?
Shot glass?
Hold up.
Right, go.
Damn, I lost my train of thought. My brother interrupted us with tequila.
Yeah, so I kind of paused it there for a second, so if it sounds weird, that's why. So anyway, so yeah, so I mean, and so he has like this talk show on YouTube.
Yeah. I'll catch you up, but it's just funny. But yeah, he had a 420 special with Martha Stewart, and that was the beginning of them show. It was like, it wasn't even intended, but it was like a backdoor pilot to a real fucking show.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, fuck it, I love a backdoor pilot when it comes to like TV and
they actually have like a really great chemistry on camera. They're really like.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and it's like really cool to watch them like cook together. So it's like,
I'm gonna put it like this: real recognizes real.
Yeah,
like real recognizes real. It's like, yeah, she a domestic queen, but Martha Stewart kind of gangster. She done some gangster shit. It's like you don't get to the top like she did. You don't without being gangster.
You don't get to where you are without being a bit of a bitch. Like.
Yeah. Nah.
And I respect women like that. It's not anything.
Danke.
Oh, thank you. It's not anything, you know, against women in general, because, like, I think, you know, we all have our inner bitch that's like, we have to get shit done.
Yeah.
You know?
And I love Cat Williams' bit about Martha Stewart. It's like, she went away. Someone told her that she was going to lose her money. You keep your money here, you're going to lose it. So why don't you just move your money here? It's like, yeah, that's the hookup. Like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, what she did was technically that shit was illegal. But I'm like, really, she did jail time? But it's just funny what we want to give people jail time for.
Well, the thing is,
when we got presidents who are grabbing women by the pussy and shit.
Exactly. And the main thing is, like, when you saw, like, when I watched the whole thing, I remember my mom remarked saying, wow, she's doing this very gracefully. Like, she's taking jail time in stride and doing it very gracefully, you know? Like, she did go to court and she did present her case and everything like that. But, like, I think the main thing that she was able to still have her career was because of how she handled the whole case.
Well, yeah, she went in, she did her time, she was a well-behaved inmate, like, and she came out and she hit the ground running.
Yeah.
It's like, I appreciate whenever privileged white women, like, see their privilege and use it to benefit people of color. Because Martha Stewart definitely has helped get some women out of prison. So,
yes. She's very much, like, I would probably consider her one of my heroes. I even looked up to her as a kid, and, like, I am not a domesticated person whatsoever, but I did like watching her shows.
I mean, I will say this. I learned how to fold a fitted sheet because of Martha Stewart. Okay,
I have to watch that because I have to fold fitted sheets at my job, and it would make my life a hell of a lot easier if I could know how to fucking fold them. It's like a puzzle. It's like a never-ending, like, infinity puzzle, and you're just, like, trying to get it all square.
Oh, man. So, I'm gonna read off some, hot topics. Just some news article. The first one I really like because they're not that far of a drive. Medical marijuana legalization measures officially qualify for South Dakota ballot in 2020. Now, if you're in South Dakota, I support you. You need to go out and vote. Like,
yes, please.
It is 2019. You need to legalize it there. I feel like this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to legalize it state by state, and it's gonna be all about state rights. I'm sure it'll get removed off of Schedule 1, but I feel like
it will definitely get removed off of Schedule 1.
Yes.
Like, you have to at this point.
At this point, because we've got an opioid epidemic.
Well, not only that, like, the CDC recently, because of the whole vaping thing that has happened, the CDC took in the cartridges and did a full study on them. And it showed that the THC was completely harmless. It was because of a specific... I think it was like a vitamin extract or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
That was causing the lung collapsing. Like, and through that study, they were starting to see how harmless weed really was. So that's why the government was like, no, you have to stop now, because now we know that this is what we have our answer.
Yes.
Because we can't do a full study at the moment.
But the rush to legal alternatives has given us evidence that what was harmful, and the thing that's harmful is how people adding vitamins.
Exactly.
And it's like, I remember like one of the cartridge situation, it was like D vitamin.
Yeah.
It was people were getting too much D vitamin. One of the articles I read.
That's what it was. It was the D vitamin, and then like when you inhaled it, if you got too much, it could cause like
your lungs to collapse.
Your
and shit.
Like automatic lung collapse. So it's like.
Okay, so here's another one. So let's hop over to Vermont. Vermont speaker says majority of lawmakers are back legalizing marijuana sales. So yeah, Vermont.
I mean, I would really like our state to pass it. I really, really, really would.
Well, we've got the worst medical marijuana program here in Minnesota.
It's like $200.
It costs too fucking much. It's not practical, it's legal.
Yeah.
Okay, I've sat in with multiple healthcare professionals. With my mom, with Midget.
Yeah.
Who have said, it was like, yeah, it may be cheaper for you just to keep your dealer.
No, I know, because...
It's like, how much are you spending a week? And this was when Midget was spending $40 a week on 3.5 on an 8th. It was like, yeah, they were like, you should probably just keep your weed man. Like, keep your weed man.
No,
I love it. I miss it.
The thing is, my mom's such a thrifty person. As soon as she had the $200 price point given to her, she was like, no, I don't think I'll do it. Oh, I was so mad. Where are you going?
To get my lighter.
Okay.
I told you I left it upstairs.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I left my lighter upstairs this morning.
God, I'm such a stoner right now.
And I was like, I left my lighter. I gotta go get it.
Mm-hmm,
I gotta go get it. So I had to go get it.
Okay, chill the fuck out, dude. Just calm down.
I am calm.
No, you're not. You're
I am calm.
freaking out.
No, I'm not. You're freaking out.
How am I freaking out? You're the one who was yelling.
You're like, where are you going?
Well, I was hoping to make sure that you hear me. You were upstairs.
Yes, I was in earshot. We're still recording.
I know we are. I know this is staying in. That's why I haven't paused it yet.
Okay, so yeah, no, I'm just reading the cover articles from marijuanamoments.net. But yeah, the next one is Trump administration moves to deny asylum over marijuana offenses. You're a dick, Trump. You just need to go already.
He does need to go. I am just so done with that guy. Like, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, and I'm, I don't know, like, I just always think how happy it's gonna make me once he finally just leaves office. Because he's just gonna be kicking and screaming as he leaves office. He's not gonna leave willingly.
Yeah, no, I really hope that they drag him out kicking and screaming. Like someone getting kicked out of one of his Trump properties. Like that poor fucking woman who was dragged out of a Trump hotel. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just so sick of Queef. I'm just so sick of his just queefiness in the fucking Oval Office.
He's just like, he's so mentally gone. He's just mentally just done. Like, I think the last of his...
Something's wrong with him.
Like, I think the last of his... Because, like, his fucking rally... What was it? I think it was, like, in Michigan or something in the last one? Like, jeez.
Yeah. So, like, I'm just sick of the Trump administration. I'm sick of Trump. I'm sick of everyone. We don't have that much longer, right? Next election is what?
2020. So it's gonna be
next year.
And so we have the primaries to finish up now.
We have the primaries, and then there's the caucus, and there's...
Oh, God. And we're gonna be going to the caucus. I might live tweet it, so follow me at MyLifeUnrated if you want up-to-the-minute updates. I'll be in the district where I'm living at the moment, currently in the northern, a little bit of, not in the northern part, but northern suburbs of Minnesota.
You're in the northern metro suburbs.
Yes.
That's how you word that. But I don't know. I'm right up the street at one of these fucking schools for a caucus.
Nice.
I don't know. I might have to find some ride sharing for the caucus, because Midget's not gonna be at a caucus this year because she's working.
Damn, if we were in the same district, we'd just go together.
Well, no, I have to caucus here. I have to stay in this district because, well, most of the fucking white people who have been moving to the Minneapolis area, it's like, yes, you're gentrifying my community, but most of them are liberal. Most of them are liberal and pro-marijuana, because I see them at all the marijuana meetings I go to, and it's mostly white people, mostly like suburban-looking Caucasian women, and honestly, it is white women who are going to help legalize this shit faster than anyone else.
Well, I mean, it's like, you have no idea. With my side hustle that I have going, marijuana is part of my services. And at times it's just like, you know, sometimes it's just like the act of just being able to, like, not have to deal with, you know, if it's a crime or not. Now, luckily it's decriminalized in Minneapolis, so I don't really have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's decriminalized, but that don't mean the cops ain't gonna rob the fuck out of you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, especially the day before fucking 4th of July. It's like, they'll definitely rob the fuck out of you. And then they'll take all your edibles and eat them themselves.
That's what happened to my man, unfortunately. Them bastards.
Yeah, so. But, 3/4 of New Mexico voters support marijuana legalization. State-funded poll show.
Okay, interesting.
It's like, it's like, that's where the current is right now. The current is legalization. It's like, most people want it legalized.
Well, I mean, it just makes sense.
Well,
you know,
it's so much less harmful than so many other things that are legal.
It's less harmful than alcohol. Like
yeah, I like alcohol, but let me get too drunk and I could be an asshole. I could be aggressively, like, nice. It's like, I've been aggressively friendly where I've challenged people to Pokemon battles, sweetie.
I know. I remember you'd gotten drunk and you wanted me to play Magic. And you kept saying, I need you to play Magic with me, babe. Come on.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You wanted me to play Magic the Gathering so badly.
I wanted to. Well, now we can play Killer Bunnies.
We got this board game called Killer Bunnies. And it says the quest for the magic carrot. And then I immediately said, so it's just a bunch of horny bunnies wanting dick?
Yeah, that's how you want to think about it. Okay.
I mean, they said magic carrot, dude.
Yeah, magic carrot. I don't know. I think about gold when I think carrots.
You think about what?
Gold.
Gold?
Gold.
Oh.
Gold carrot. 24 karat magic. It's not even spelled the same. I'm really fucking high. And I don't know. It's kind of crazy that it's only been like 40 minutes.
Yes, time is kind of moving slow.
It is.
That's the thing with weed at times. When you're on it, you just makes you contentedly ambivalent to the present. You're just there. You don't feel time. That's what it is. You don't feel time. That's why I love being high. Time does not apply to the mind state that you're in. Because everything, you're just rushing around, you're in your car, you're going everywhere, you're doing everything. You have to, like, get up in the day and everything like that. And when I, smoke a joint, time does not apply. I'm not on anybody's time in this mindset.
See, and I like doing that and getting ready for the day. Because I get ready, and I'm ready, and I'm like, I'm good. And it's like,
it's like my wine. It's like my red wine.
Your red wine?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just reading article titles from the front page, like article headlines. So now we're down to Science and Health. And so the first one is opioid prescription down as states with legal marijuana studies find.
Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Because the opioid epidemic has been killing people. And alright, I'm gonna put one of my cousins on blast. I'm gonna put Terrence on blast. Because Terrence was on opioids. He was on heroin and shit. He was on that deep end. And then he got clean, but he smokes weed. But he smokes weed all the fucking time to keep him off of those harder drugs. And
yeah,
he used it to detox. Like, he doesn't have to smoke weed every day.
Oh yeah.
But he's functioning. He's a part. Now, both him and his brother both got fat since they got clean. But
that happens. In Oregon, just as I was leaving, they were actually going to be opening up a weed detox clinic, which basically is people who are on the harder stuff like opioids, like heroin and stuff like that, will come to the clinic and will be given a regimen of, like, edibles, or if they don't like to eat edibles, like, they pick out something and then they use that to get clean, essentially, to work the opioids out of their system.
That's dope.
To help,
need more of those.
And it's to help them. It's to help with the pain, well as like to help them keep eating, because you do lose a lot of fluids when you're getting off the stuff. You sweat, you vomit. It's just
it's like I saw a documentary years ago at this point where they were doing that in the Netherlands. Like, people think of Amsterdam being like a weed capital, yes, but the Netherlands as a whole has been using weed to wean people off of harder drugs.
Yeah.
It's very smart of them.
And they even have programs for people who use heroin as well, but want to do so safely. So they actually they go to a pharmacist, they pick up the stuff, and as long as they I think they have to sign something stating that they won't use it outside or something like that, or something. Well, yeah, that's
the big thing is with Amsterdam. I haven't been myself, but what I hear is, as long as you're not smoking on the street, you're cool.
Yeah, it's like as long as you're not doing it outside where you're bugging people.
Yeah. And there's special gondolas where you can smoke.
Yeah, and there's even bars that have what they call
there's bars and coffee shops.
They have they call drug night, where you can go, and they'll even have a paramedic there if you're doing harder shit, just in case if you OD.
Well, yeah, I was I absolutely love the Netherlands because of crazy shit. One of their festivals that they were having, I think it's a lot of their festivals, probably.
Most likely.
It's they they have booths where you can go and test your drugs and see how pure they are, see if they're cut with, see if they're toxic, damaging, and if they're bad, they'll dispose of them properly. If they're okay, they're safe, they'll give them back to you.
Exactly.
They'll let you do your drugs safely.
Exactly.
It's like they want to test your ecstasy to see how pure it is, and I love it.
Oh yeah, no. Like, when I used to go to like these warehouse parties, in Minneapolis, there used to be at times like people would come by and they would test your X to make sure that it was cut clean.
See, we didn't have that type of shit in St. Paul.
Oh really?
It was like, the warehouse raids I was doing in St. Paul, it was just like no one tested your shit. There were certain pills you knew. It's like I knew that purple Pikachus and blue dolphins were good. I knew I was gonna have a good time as long as I kept drinking water. As long as I stay hydrated, I was gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Until one time my dick wouldn't get up, and then I stopped doing it.
Well, that's a good indicator, don't you think?
Yeah, no. I still probably be rolling X if I had a guy.
I mean, yeah, that is true. It is pretty big in that culture.
Well,
and it's fun. Like I've rolled on X.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, out of all the white girls, Molly's definitely one of my favorites.
You jerk.
No, but you know about the white girls, right?
Yeah, I know.
You've got Christina.
Yes.
Molly.
Yes.
Why am I forgetting the third white girl?
I have no clue. Stacy. No.
Yeah.
No. Is it Stacy?
Stacy's heroine.
Yeah, Stacy's heroine. Christina, Molly. It was Christina Coke? Yeah, Christina, Molly, and Stacy. No, Heather. That's heroine.
Heather's heroine.
Yes, Christina, Molly, Heather.
White girls.
I haven't done Molly. But I've done X. And yeah, that stuff's really fun, especially at raves, especially in clubs. Very much. It brings you into that mob mentality, like, a lot easier.
I mean, as a person who's done both, as a person who's done a lot of drugs, I definitely like Molly because of its pureness, because of how pure the MDMA levels are. I do appreciate the purple Pikachus because they're a cocaine-based pill, and the blue dolphins. And yeah, no, I don't know. I've done drugs. I've had fun, and I'm so pleased and satisfied that I've landed at Pothead. But I love those drugs, and those drugs never became bad experiences because of the drugs for me. It was always my behavior that fucked things up. It was always my thinking or actions that fucked things up, never the drugs.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't done anything too hardcore besides X, I think. I think that's the hardest thing I've done.
Well, that's fine. It's like...
mainly because of the fact, I mean, there is addiction in my family for alcohol, so I don't drink alcohol.
And same, because most of my family kind of has that alcoholic thing. It's like I'm black and native and some other stuff, and they all have tradition of alcoholism, and it's not happy. I just don't want to be a part of that cycle.
It's my dad's family, and it's big Italian family, so a lot of wine.
Yes,
you know, that sort of thing. That, you know, my grandfather, you know, is really into whiskey and stuff like that, and that's why at times, like, I don't drink. I think I almost nearly, like, I almost quit alcohol altogether. There was this one point where I was like.
It's like, don't get me wrong, I drink from time to time, but I'm not a heavy drinker, I'm not a regular drinker.
There was a time where I got drunk a lot. Like,
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's the early 20s for most people, because it's like, when you're 21 to 25, I feel like you're young, you're working hard, you probably got expendable income, because I know I did.
I did, yeah.
And you were just hanging out with friends.
I mean, that's me. I mean, yeah.
Hanging out with friends and drinking. Like, I remember with Momo.
Yeah.
Hanging out, drinking, doing karaoke.
Well, I was a machinist. I was making bank at the time. Like, everything was a lot more affordable back then.
And you probably had a job where you had, like, happy hour with coworkers.
Well, I worked third shift. So what was nice though is that I could brunch it like a motherfuck.
Yeah. And
B, I had the expendable income where I could just like party hard Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday, you know, I'm just recovering from it. So it was a lifestyle that suited me. However, though, when I was cleaning my room, so around this time, I love Bailey's, you see.
Oh, Bailey's.
And Bailey's have these really delicious, cute little Bailey's mini bottles that you can buy in a 4-pack. And, I bought a lot of those.
Oh, wow.
And so I would, you know, keep them in, I had like a little fridge, I'd keep them in there. And I'd put it in my tea, I'd put it in my coffee, so people would think I'd be drinking creamer. And, you know, but it would be strictly the weekend, so I would not do this while I'd be working, because working machinery, it's very, very dangerous to be drunk. So it was pretty much...
That's sober work, man.
So I was like... I was getting high and drunk on the weekends, so... when I was cleaning my room one day, I came across so many Bailey Minis bottles. I was just like... I gotta stop! Like, what am I doing? Like, this is obviously not healthy.
Yeah, that is clearly not healthy.
It is obviously not healthy. And so...
See, my thing was UV vodka. That was my shit. It's like, no, okay, this is how I got. I think it was senior year of high school. I bought half a bottle off of a friend. It was like $5. I was like, he was like, no, it wasn't $5. It was 5 cigarettes.
Nice.
It was like, he's like, give me 5 cigarettes for it. I was like, sure. And it was cherry. And drinking it plain, it was so nasty, but I had so much fucking fun getting drunk. And that became my thing going into college. Like, especially hanging out with Momo, it was like, we get a bottle of UV, we go back to her place, we invite some friends over from school and shit, mostly her friends, and we do karaoke. We drink, do karaoke. And then I did karaoke with my friends here.
Yeah.
And I smoked, and they would drink some beer. But yeah, that was most of my 20s was drinking UV with friends and just hanging out.
Yeah, that was kind of the same for me.
Like, that was my main thing, was like UV and PBR.
Ugh, it's cider for me.
Well, yeah, no, since I've gone gluten-free, I am a cider person.
Cider.
That was one of my sister's, Brittany's things, was cider. She was always about that Angry Orchard.
I like Angry Orchard, but...
And I'm about that life.
I'm a really big fan of Atlas cider. Atlas cider, I freaking love your cider. Please, if you just send me just bottles of your cider from Oregon, I will promote you for free. That's all. Just putting it out there. I love your cider.
That's dope.
And
cider.
I'm a really big fan of your apricot cider and your dragon fruit cider. Anyway.
So yeah, I like this story. I actually opened this up in the new window. So bees like big hemp, and they cannot lie. Studies show. This is amusing. So I've known this for a long time because Afghanistan, their pot farmers grow next to their honey farms intentionally. Yep. And yeah, the bees pollinate the weed. They make good honey.
And they make good weed.
I love it. It's beautiful.
I remember I once had this one weed from Afghanistan, which the person said that the they actually had it grow next to a cherry, like a special sort of cherry fruit field or something like that. Yeah. And it just gave it an interesting, like, aroma of it. It was interesting.
So yeah, let's read this article.
I'll read it.
Yeah, please.
Some pollinators tend to flock to hemp, but according to a recent study, the taller the trees, the more plentiful the bees. Research at Cornell University collected bees at 11 hemp farms in the Finger Lakes region of central New York in the summer of 2018 to identify which ones are attracted to hemp and to analyze the effects of landscape composition when they visit the crop. In the study published in the journal Environmental Entomology last week, the team found the plant's height was strongly correlated with the bee abundance, and that hemp plants at least 2 meters tall attract nearly 17 times the number of bees visits compared to the short plants. Both sheer number of species of bee found visiting hemp increased with plant height. So basically, the taller the plant, the bees just really, really liked it.
Yes.
I guess they just really like tall stuff. Additionally, they found that the cash crop can support 16 different bee varieties in the northeastern United States. Now that's interesting. So that means it can really support a multitude of species of bees.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting for just pollinators in general.
Yeah.
Because we had bees, and actually Midget she just got the renewal forms.
Okay.
So they're gonna bring the queen back because they took the queen. They took the fucking queen. So yeah. Hopefully Mother's Day they'll bring us a new queen. Cause that's when they like to place new bees, is on Mother's Day.
Nice.
So I look forward to it. And I definitely want to try again just growing some homegrown. I'm just going to do some fertilized seeds inside and get them to sprout and just throw them in the compost pit.
That'd be cool.
See what happens. Because I've got a lot of seeds I'm just sitting on. It's like...
Okay, so of the 355 individual bees captured by repeated sweep net collections, 60 were Apis mellifera, or western honeybees, while 30% were Bombus impatiens, the most commonly encountered bumblebee in the eastern North America, which is intensively relied upon for pollination, the authors note. As cultivation of hemp increases, growers, land managers, and policymakers should consider its value in supporting bee communities and take its attractiveness to bees into account when developing pest management strategies, they wrote. Now that is, definitely something to heavily consider.
Yes. Because we need bees, and this is a great way to bring the populations back up.
Well, not only that, Minnesota is such a farming community. I mean, imagine, what we could do.
And that's why I'm excited for our guest that's supposed to be coming up soon.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's a guy who reached out to me, because if you guys remember, I said that I put a Craigslist ad out, and actually I got another email about the Craigslist ad, so I might actually have an assistant.
Oh.
Someone who asked, is there any way I can help out? And so I'm curious.
Why does he want to help us out? Did you chat with him any further?
A little bit, but I think it's because he just wants to smoke weed. And I'm totally okay. No, you don't get this, honey. You don't get this.
Well, as long as he's respectful,
you don't understand this right now. It's so hard to be a baker and gluten-free right now.
Wait, what does it have to do with these?
Because anything that I bake right now isn't gluten-free. It's just regular flour. That's all I have. Okay. So I can't really try it.
I can try it.
Yeah, lots of people can try it. I can't. Sorry, I just dabbed.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, wow. But yeah, this is so dope. I want bees back.
You having an assistant.
But yes, an assistant. don't know.
I mean, bring him over. We'll chat with him.
Yeah, we'll chat with them. But yeah, what's his name? Moon, sorry.
Wolf Moon?
Moon. Todd Moon. Todd Moon. Yes, he is a legal hemp farmer in the state of Minnesota. He taught the companies like Bachman's and Pfizer's, their fucking growers, how to do the shit.
Yes.
He's a very smart guy. He's got some high life articles and shit.
Yep, I remember. I read some of them. It's gonna be cool to interview him. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I'm excited. It's just a thing of scheduling. He's a busy guy.
And it's the holidays.
It's the holidays.
So
yeah,
we'll have something.
It's gonna be in the new year. It's one of the things coming forward.
Along with our new podcast, which we're also excited about.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're expanding. We're growing bigger.
And yeah, you guys will be finally meeting Betty. That is for sure. That's gonna be fun.
Yes.
He is actually that's whenever I mention her, he's just like, he's not sure what to think about it.
No, it's kind of a thing. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't wanna. I know we're poly, but I kind of want to fuck your friend.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to fuck Betty?
Kinda.
Well, I mean, that's up to her, dude, not me.
Yeah. As long as you're okay with it, I am going to try.
So we definitely, if you want to become a Patreon member, that's going to be uploaded to Pornhub, essentially, because we can't really put it anywhere else. We've looked a lot of places.
Well, there's some other places, but
like, it's just the best place to put it up.
It's just the most accessible.
So that's gonna be up. We're gonna be posting that on our Patreon. So if you do like our content, please like and subscribe. And leave comments, please! We just like to know if people are listening to our shoutings into the ether of that is of the web. That'd be nice, don't you think?
Yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe, share.
Send it to your enemies if you absolutely hate us. We just want people to listen.
Thumbs up or thumbs down. Look, I don't really care. Engagement is engagement, and that's what YouTube cares about. But
like, we'll take the bad with the good. We just want to see if people are actually like doing this, because we're really serious about this and we're trying to like get this all going.
But yeah, so as far as featured playlists right now, it's like there's the best, my best, Mizu's best of the NPR Tiny Desk concerts.
Yes, it's so awesome.
Like, I love the Tiny Desk concert. Like, T-Pain is the one that really
good one,
got me into it. It's like I kind of casually observed him, but T-Pain is what made me subscribe to the channel.
Okay.
It was like the T-Pain one, because I always knew T-Pain could sing, and when everyone was using auto-tune and we were so sick of auto-tune, he was the only one that I wasn't sick of.
Yeah.
He was the only one that used auto-tune correctly as an instrument. And so Tiny Desk concerts is great. Tech Nine and Chris Calico did one.
Lizzo did one. I highly recommend it. I love Tiny Desk concerts because I think it really humanizes.
Common's done quite a few, and
yes.
Common just did another one this week.
I love his Tiny Desk concerts. They're actually...
He did the one at the White House with Obama.
Yeah, so they're very powerful. I like them.
And then there's also this other ad. Yeah, do you like coffee? Do you like tabletop gaming? Well, if you're in Minneapolis, uptown area, there's Steamship Cafe.
Yes, I've been there multiple times myself. My work is right by there, and they have the best London fog ever.
I love it. I used to go there before they were Steamship, when they were Universe Games. That was the place where I played Friday Night Magic. I did Friday Night Magic. I did Thursday booster drafts. I did Commander Mondays. I still do Commander Mondays.
That is true. You do still do Commander Mondays. And we also do Magic on Tuesday nights as well.
At Grey Duck.
At Grey Duck. And Grey Duck's another great game store in Maple Grove. They're independently owned.
Yes, they're in the Arbor Lake.
Shops at Arbor Lakes.
Yeah, Shop Center, Arbor Lakes. But until next time.
Yes.
Smoke one, pass one, have fun.
Yes. See you later, guys.